Oh, we started. I didn't know when we started. Hello. Hello, Ria. Hello. Good morning. Good evening. This is our lazy New Year's Eve. No makeup. No clothes, just pajama zone. So grab a tea if you don't have one. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream, so this is exciting. Hello, Tiny. Tiny's next to me here, so Tiny's editing. If you guys want to chat to Tiny too, but yay! I don't think I've ever done a live on this channel before. Hello, Lucinda. Actually, I should share this so then, in case people are turning up late, let's do it this way. Hang on. Hello, Jessica. Hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Let's do this one. Hello, everybody. Hello. In with the live stream. I'll put you guys on Instagram. Oh, Ninja Nez. Hi, Sara and Tiny from Melbourne. 멜번에서 보고 있대.
Wow.
Hello, how's Melbourne? Is it nice and warm in Melbourne? I don't actually know what the weather is like in Melbourne at the moment. I heard it's raining a lot in Australia. Hi, Beth. Hello. Hello, A from France. Hello. Oh, there's so many people here today. Hello. Here from Melbourne too. It's so hot at the moment. Oh, 2 Melbourneites. Wait, let me do this. What should I say for the Instagram caption? Hello from New South Wales. Hello, Claudia. 야, 호주분 엄청 많이 들어왔어.
Wow.
There's so many Australians in. Today was boiling, almost 40 degrees. It was minus 4 to minus like 13 today. So we did not leave the house. It was cold. Wait, what should I say for the Instagram caption? Please help me. Also, is everyone else no makeup? Because I was like, should I put makeup on for the live stream? And I didn't want to because I haven't left the house all day and I'm not leaving tonight. So I didn't. Wait, join the live stream. That's what I'll say. Join now. Live. Now. On. Sarah. B. Yay. Let's do that. The 소리가 now. Tiny just turned it on next door as well. There we go. Okay, it's on. Hello. Sarah, when are you uploading your cooking videos? I'm waiting for them. Do you want to see a sneak peek at the next cooking video I'm doing? Because that's something that I'm really excited about. It's just, it took me a little bit longer. I really wanted to get it up before Christmas, but I had to do work like outside of YouTube. I do like a lot of filming for certain things and people sometimes see them in like the Korean media, but they don't always go on my channel. So this month and last month, I had a lot of filming that was for like other channels, not my own. And then I couldn't upload as many videos as I wanted to, but it's always fun doing those videos. Anyway, shall I show you? Hello, Lisa. I'd love some freezing temperatures. Is it that cold in your home? It's actually not that cold. I just thought it was cute because it's a little rabbit. But we have the floor heating on. 이제 많이 춥지도 않지 안에서.
이거 써도 돼, 살아도.
But Tiny made a hot water bottle too, just because it's 밖에서 몇 도야? Hang on. It's minus 8 degrees outside at the moment. There we go.
Yeah.
Minus 8 degrees. So with a low of minus 11. So it was pretty cold. It's been so icy. I've been stuck at home most of the week. Are you at home? Are you in Seoul, Jessica? Because yeah, it's cold here. Wait, let me show you a sneak peek. This is a sneak peek of a cooking video that's going on my Korean channel this week. It was supposed to go up before Christmas and I ran out of time. So there's that. Cake 언제 만들었지 이게? I made a Christmas cake, but here in Korea, they actually sell these white strawberries. Have you guys seen the white strawberries? I think the white strawberries are really amazing. Oh, let me fix that. I think the white strawberries are so cool and I've always wanted to try them, but I could never justify buying them. So I finally did for this video and I made a strawberry. It's not coming out because of the light. Wait, maybe if I hold it back here. How do I? Oh, wait. There we go. Can you see? That's an Earl Grey chiffon cake with white strawberries on top, but they look a little bit pink in the photo. So that's my next video coming up on my Korean channel. West coast of the US. Ooh. It's pretty warm in Brizzy from Haley and Ken. I really want to go to Brisbane. It has been nearly 2 years since I've been able to get in, but we are still waiting. That looks yum. Thank you. I found so when I do cooking videos, I don't usually use my own recipe. I usually scour the internet to try and find what I think is going to be the best recipe. I look for the ingredients, I look for how it's made, how easy it is, how accessible the ingredients are. And then I either combine recipes or I will use the one I find the best. So a lot of my cooking videos, I won't actually give specific amounts, like recipe amounts. I will just link to the original recipe because obviously they've put a lot of work into creating that, and I would rather give them credit than upload a copy of that. I don't think that's right. So I like to kind of be like, I will point you in the direction of really good recipes and ones that are tested, because I like to try them out and see what works. Because, sometimes you try a recipe and it just really doesn't work, The vibes of your home is so cozy. Did you design it? Well, I didn't design the house. Then we just moved in, but all the stuff inside it, I bought. So this is, I like lots of plants, and it's a very small soul house. Tiny's past this. This is, I don't know if it looks good on camera, but this is, they have the reeds here in Korea, and this one had fallen on the floor. So we took these, and these ones had fallen on the floor too, the tiny pine cones. So we just made lots of little jars of cute things. 귀엽지?
귀엽다.
So yeah, that's how we did it. 이거 쓸래? 난 따뜻해.
오, 고마워.
고마워. And so that's what we do. I just wanted lots of plants, and I didn't buy a lot of furniture for this house because there's not that much place to put it. So, behind, that's our Christmas tree, the Fijoa, the New Zealand Fijoa tree. And then some little plants in that corner because there's not much I can put there. There's no PowerPoint or anything. And then my tea cart, that's all tea. Wait, where are we going? Hey, what time is it in Korea? It's only noon in France. Oh, you still have half a day away from 2022. Here, it is 8:18 in the evening. So we are nearly into 2022. But it's very cold today. It's like -8 degrees outside right now. And Korea's got social distancing measures. So you can only meet in up to groups of 4. So I don't think there'll be too much partying going on tonight. Can you do some vegetarian cooking videos? Ooh, that would be really fun. I think I would like to do that. There's a lot of really good vegetarian recipes out there. Particularly, there's a lot of great vegetarian Indian food recipes. Korea has a lot too. So yeah, maybe I should look some of those up. Just 2 hours away from 2022 here. Yeah, you guys are a little bit closer. We got a teeny bit more time, but I'm there in my head. 전부 외국인이네. 이 채널, 헬로. 이 채널 원래 영어 하는 사람 대부분 만나서 아마 영어분 제일 많은 것 같아요, 이 채널에서. 타이니도 옆에도 한국말도 하는데요.
네, 맞아.
There's one comment from a Korean saying, "Oh, everyone's foreigners here," and I was like, "Yeah, well, this channel's mainly in English, so it's for my English speakers." 언니 호주 갈 생각이세요? 갈 생각 있는데 갈 수 있는지 아직 잘 모르겠어요. I just got asked if I'm thinking of going to Australia, and I would like to, but moderator 해줄까? And I would like to, but I still, getting into Queensland is very hard. I could get into Sydney or Melbourne now because Australia has opened. Now Australians can enter, and Koreans actually can enter Queensland. No, not Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria without quarantining. But then I can't get into Brisbane without quarantining. I still have to home quarantine for 2 weeks. And I don't think Koreans can get into Queensland yet. 그래서 호주 가고 싶은데 아직 제 고향 안 열었으니까 지금 갈 수 없는 상황이에요. 살짝 또 기다려야 될 것 같아요, 열을 때까지. So yeah, a little bit more time of waiting till I can get into Queensland. Apparently, when they hit 99% double vaccination rate, then then apparently they're gonna start letting people in without quarantining, but I don't know if that's just domestic, or if that's international as well. It hasn't really been expanded on yet. I don't know, we're just waiting. Tina, are you the kind of person who has New Year's resolutions? Not really, because I feel like if I make a resolution, then I'm definitely gonna break it. What do you guys do? Do you guys make resolutions? What we did do last year, 그 New Year's 목표 별로 안 하는데 올해 했지.
맞아.
그 운동.
맞아요.
Yeah, we didn't really make a New Year's resolution, but this year, like nearly over 2021, we decided that we were gonna get our health back in order again. So we decided even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's just 20 minutes, we were gonna do some form of exercise every single day and start working on our health again. And so we've done that every single day for the whole of this year. And I feel a lot better now than I did this time last year. This time last year, I felt physically not great, mentally not great, as I'm sure we were all in that position. So that worked out really well. So I think this year, yeah, nothing specific, just, upwards, always upwards. Still 21 hours away here. What? Is it like early hours of the morning where you are, Jessica? L? Or late at night? I'm just so confused. Oh my God, No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. No, yeah, it is kind of, we were talking about the not being able to get into Brisbane or Queensland. It is kind of like a No Way Home thing for 2 years. It's like technically I could get into Australia, but for 2 years they've made it virtually impossible. They made it so only 3,000 people could enter a week. So there was no planes flying into Queensland from Korea. And then even if you did get back, you had to pay like $3,000 to quarantine for 2 weeks. And there was no places. So it's like you can go back, but also how? There's no planes. Do I swim? Do you plan on going out? Are there any kind of fireworks or festivities today? No, we'll be at home. It's so cold outside at the moment. And Korea doesn't really do New Year's fireworks. 한국도 그 불꽃놀이 이때 안 하지, 오늘.
그치. 코로나 이제 그것 때문에 안 할 수겠네. 지금 그냥
그치.
시국인지라.
Yeah, I haven't heard of any fireworks tonight. I could be wrong. Tiny looks like he's Googling it. But yeah, once they did them at Lotte World Tower, but that's the only time I've heard of it. Otherwise, it's always like a spring fireworks festival. 없겠지? Lotte Tower? 네, 올해 없겠지.
다 취소되네요.
Yeah, they all got cancelled.
그런 거 같아. 호주만 뜨네. 시드니 새해맞이
Yeah,
불꽃놀이.
he's like, it's only Sydney doing them. I saw my friend watching the Sydney ones because they do like an early one and a later one. From Lucinda, sounds like all the rules are changing by the day across New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria with Omicron. Hopefully you can get into Queensland sometime next year. Yes.
North Korea.
Tiny says apparently North Korea has some going as some fireworks. But yeah, is honestly the corona rules in Australia for like quarantine and social distancing, they change almost daily, like definitely weekly, and it's different by state. So it depends on what state you need to go to, what they're at. I know someone who's from Queensland and they went to New South Wales for Christmas with their family, and then they can't get back up to Queensland because you had to get a PCR test to get into Queensland. So everyone was doing that. So the lines, they tried 4 days in a row and they couldn't get one because all the spots were taken by 6 a.m. Now they've changed it so you can do one of the rapid tests, but all the rapid tests have sold out. So they're sort of stuck in New South Wales for a little while. It's 3 a.m., but my insomnia has me up. I'm glad that we can keep each other company then, Jessica. I'm sorry for your insomnia, though. That's probably, be much better to be asleep. Where are we? Stassi, hey, Sarah. Hello. What are you doing? Just live streaming. Just live streaming away in my pajamas. Do Aussies drink Martinelli's apple cider at midnight? I don't know. I'm not a drinker, so I don't know like alcohol brands very well. Sorry. Any Aussies in the comments know about that? Let me know if you have. Apple cider, haven't heard of anything like that here in Melbourne from Lucinda. Yes. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, because I know like apple cider is quite big in Australia, like the alcoholic apple cider, but I don't know brands. Oh, well, I'm American, so when I say cider, I mean non-app. Oh, non-alcoholic fizzy apple drink. My mum used to buy that for us. Like when it's like in like a tall green bottle, that one. So it kind of looks like champagne, but it's like alcoholic apple cider. My mum used to buy us that on, hang on, I'm going to Google what that is. Martinelli's apple cider, because it's going to be really interesting if that's actually the brand that mum used to buy us. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, it looked, hang on, everyone go Google Martinelli's apple cider. The one that mom used to buy looked a lot like that. It was like, you know, as a kid, so that you could feel like you're drinking, but it's not. I still like that more. Fireworks are rare in Korea. Yeah, they are. From listening to, oh yeah, there's been such a massive problem with the PCR and rapid tests at the moment. Yeah, I've heard that they're just sold out, booked out. So even like an option for us was to go to Sydney for 2 weeks and then go to Queensland, because if you've been in the country for 2 weeks, you can then get into Queensland. But then it's like, well, then you've got to get a test. You've also got to get accommodation in Sydney for 2 weeks. So it's so complicated. Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Where are we? Mastika, happy New Year to you too. Thank you. Oh, I don't know what apple cider is, but I haven't heard of that tradition. My mum used to do it, but not with that brand, the apple cider. But it's literally like a fizzy apple drink. Oh, Stella 감사합니다. Happy New Year. 사랑해. 영어 공부 더 열심히 해야겠다. 할 수 있어요. 제가 호주 발음이 있어서 살짝 힘들 수도 있지만 잘하고 있어요. 슈퍼챗 감사합니다. Thank you for Stella. Stella's saying that she needs to study English more. So everyone in the comments, please send Stella lots of good energy and lots of comments for her for English. 스텔라도 열심히 잘 할 수 있을 거예요. 여러분 여기도 응원해주고 있어요. Apple teaser is the drink. Yes, Mariah. Thank you. That's the one. I've got one bottle in my fridge right now for tonight. Yes, that's the one that my mum would always buy, is apple teaser. Oh, I feel like that's my New Year's Eve drink. Like not champagne, not nothing. I would love apple teaser right now, but I've not seen it sold in Korea. Oh, that brings me memories. BU, Happy New Year. Let's hope 2022 will be a gentle and healthy year for everybody. Love from the UK. Thank you, BU. Happy time zone, everyone. Stella 영어 못 알아듣. 저도 좀 천천히 얘기해 봐야겠어요. 제가 영어 할 때 좀 빨리 말하는 편이라서. Happy New Year from Scotland. Ooh, Scotland, not quite yet. Yeah, we're not yet here either. I'd love to go to Scotland, actually. That just looks beautiful. Mr. Two reviews. Roman candles have been illegal in America for quite some time. Was surprised to find out that they were legal in Korea. Not sure about after those crazy military partying in Busan last year. Yeah, I saw that in the news, actually. But are the Roman candles the ones in the stick that people fire off? Or are they different ones? Those scare me, though. I'm too scared to do those. Apple teaser, Malteser must be an Aussie linguistic thing. Maybe. I love Maltesers. They sell them everywhere in Korea now. What's your guys' go-to like New Year's tradition, whether it's like a food tradition, something that you have to do on New Year's? Because yeah, ours was the apple teaser, I think. That was always something. It is noon in the Netherlands as well. Got a lot to do before we can celebrate. Oh, anything particular that you're going to do that you fancy? Happy New Year from Sweden, from Tua. Thank you, Tua. Happy New Year. Happy New Year from Indonesia. Thank you, Hatano. If I mispronounce anyone's name, I'm very sorry, but I like the name Hatano. Stevie, shortbread is a classic here in Scotland. Ooh, shortbread's a New Year's Eve thing. Do you do shortbread on Christmas as well? Because we always did shortbread on Christmas, but I think it's like a Scottish shortbread though, because it had the tartan print. But yeah, it was always a Christmas thing. Ricardo Kim, do you think Australian accent is like mixing British and American Happy New Year? I feel like not necessarily mixing American. I feel like it's kind of an extension of British English. Particularly, we use a lot of the same words. Sometimes the intonation on certain words is very similar. I feel like it's definitely closer to British English than American, because like both like British English, like American and Australian English both came from British English, so it kind of went like this. So it's more like, it's like yeah, I don't think American English we have too many similarities with. More that, like, just because we've got American pop culture, we watch so much that we can sort of understand it, you know? Our tradition is to watch the Sydney fireworks on TV at midnight. Yeah, we always did that as well, Claudia. Oh, gonna eat dokguk with my gomos tomorrow for lunch. That sounds amazing. Dokguk is in Korea they eat dokguk in the new year. It also means you turn a year older too. But I am refusing to do that because I've done nothing for 2 years. So I think I should be allowed to stay 2 years younger. This is my theory. CG, we're in lockdown, so not a lot, but we're cooking. My grandfather and eating oliebollen, I think Dutch New Year food. Ooh, is oliebollen? Is it like these fried balls? Like they like I don't know if it's dough, or what it's actually made of, but I don't know if is that what I'm thinking of? Anyway, let me know. Listen, some people say that Australian accents came from the drunk British sailors, so it could be, that's what I heard too, and I didn't know if it was like a myth or if it's true, but I mean, it kind of does sound a bit drunk sometimes the way we extend our vowels. 4:30 a.m. It's 4:30 a.m. New Year's Eve for me, so I'm just stopping by to say you're the best and wish you and your boy a happy new year. Thank you, 나건. 우리 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 말했어.
Thank you.
Tiny's
새해
his
복 많이
shoulder.
받으세요.
Tiny says thank you.
Pajama.
He's in pajamas too. We're both in our pajamas. Pajama day. Alyssa, I have to go. Wishing a happy new year. Looking forward to watching your new videos and all the best in the new year. Thank you so much. Happy new year. Happy new year. Oh, I really I'm excited to upload a lot more on this channel this year, actually, because it's something that I always really enjoy doing. But I'm thinking I'm going to try and get pay someone to help me do my subtitles on my Korean channel, because that takes so much time doing my subtitles that it's really hard then to edit other videos because I'm just translating and subtitling. So my thought this year is if I can get someone that I can hire to help do that, then I might have more time to upload more videos on this channel. So I thought that could be good. 스텔라, 네, 내년엔 더 많이 볼 수 있으면 좋겠어요. 맞아요. 타이니도 이렇게. 맞아요. 라이브도 많이 하면 더 좋을 것 같아요. In Brazil, we have so many superstitions: wearing new clothes, white clothes for peace, drinking champagne. But since living in England, I lost most of them. Now I'm happy at home in my pajamas. I feel the same. Are we all in our pajamas at the moment? Because I feel like that's very much the mood of this year. But yeah, it's nice to have traditions though, but it's been very hard to do them the last 2 years, or even have like the energy to do them, I feel. Lucinda's right. Aussie kids learn to speak from their drunk parents. I like that one. She said, yes, fried dough balls, sometimes with raisins. Ooh, last year I made them myself, but this year I might buy some and said, they sound delicious. I would love some of those. You know what I wish they sold here in Korea is just plain hot cinnamon donuts. Any Australians, like the Donut King, just the plain fresh hot cinnamon donuts. I wish they sold that. But there's a big donut trend here in Korea, and they're all iced donuts or like creme brulee donuts, which are very fancy. But I really, really want plain donuts. Like this is 2 years I couldn't get them, and I don't. Have you tried Dutch Stroop waffles before? You can buy a huge box at Costco for $1. Yes, I have. Someone actually brought them over from Europe for me, and they were very, very tasty. I do like them. Pajama party. 저녁 뭐 드셨나요? What did we eat for dinner? 저희가 삼겹살 먹었어요. 삼겹살 너무 맛있게 먹었어요. 집에서 타이니에게 해 먹었어요. Tiny made us samgyeopsal, Korean barbecue for dinner. We did it just at home. So we had to open up all the windows, even though it was cold outside, to let the steam or smoke out. But that was very good. It was a good dinner. Yes, Aussie cinnamon donuts are so good. Yes, I love the cinnamon donuts that they have at like the Eat Street markets. Those are great. Eat Street markets. There was a markets in Perth that had amazing handmade donuts. Lucinda, what about hot cross buns? I think Coles has decided it's Easter already and they have them out. They always have them out for at least like 4 months because they come out right after Christmas. Oh, I love them so much, and they have all the flavors. Yeah, I would really like some hot cross buns too. At least, you know, if I can get back to Australia in the next few months, I could eat some. That would be good. Apparently, there's a place on this cinnamon roll place on Jeju-do. They say they make hot cross buns every April, so maybe I'll have to go to Jeju-do. Oh, I've been wanting my Nevada forever. I've been wanting warm cinnamon donuts so often lately. It's been hard to make myself no. Honestly, if they were here in Korea, I would just go and get them in a heartbeat, but there's none. There's churros, but it's like which I love churros too, but I want like the cinnamon donut. It's like a little bit of a different texture. Oh my god, always order fresh cinnamon donuts from Dunkin'. Yes, they would do so well here in Korea because Korea has like the Korean glutinous rice donuts, which are amazing, but it's a different texture. So like if you are craving that cinnamon donut texture, it's not quite the same. Like they're good for different things. We should all open up a cinnamon donut shop here. It would do so well. We only really have Dunkin' Donuts here. I miss Mr. Donut from when I lived in Japan. Mr. Donut in Japan is really good. I have not been for years, but yeah, they have Dunkin' here as well, but they don't do like the good cinnamon ones, and the dough is a little. I had it like once or twice, and I was like, no, thank you. Not quite what I liked. Are there any Krispy Kremes in Australia? Yes, yeah. Yeah, there's quite a lot. I don't like Krispy Kreme that much though. I think it's just because I don't like iced donuts. I just want the hot cinnamon donuts. That's all. Or a cinnamon roll place opened up in Toombul a few years back, and when they revamped it. Oh, I love cinnamon roll places. Honestly, the best cinnamon roll place I ever went to was one I found recently. I filmed it on my Korean channel. It was on Jeju Island. They make their ones fresh every single day. Oh, I think my light has gone out. 이거 배터리 없어졌네. No.
내가 이거 한 번만 충전하고 올게.
충전해 줄 수 있어?
Yeah.
고마워. I had like a little tiny ring light and it's gone. I was like, why does the quality suddenly look like I'm filming on a potato? And it's because there's no light. But that's okay. We're just here for the mood, not the high quality. From BU, is New Year's thing a big thing in Korea? Do they do fireworks display? We were talking about this before actually, and not really. Sometimes there's been fireworks, but definitely nothing this year. And yeah, New Year's is kind of like, I think people party and stuff, but it's not like huge. I think it's like, yeah, but I mean, people would normally party, but there's so many restrictions this year. I don't think there'd be much of that going on. This combo is making me so damn hungry. Me too. I want donuts, everybody. I want to go to Donut King. I've never had a cinnamon roll before, but your Jeju video made me want one so bad. I want to go back there so bad just for the donuts. And Jeju's not even that far from Australia, from Seoul. You know, it's like an hour plane flight, not even that. So I'm just like, ooh, I could go. We only went once in the last 2 years. We waited till we were vaccinated. But yeah, I would like to go back. You should try making donuts. I do want to. I just like, there's something about whenever I cook stuff in like deep frying, anytime I've tried in the past, I feel bad because it uses so much oil, and then I don't, like if you're in a donut shop, you can just keep using the same oil that day. But if I just make donuts once, I feel like it's a waste of the oil. And also I always kind of burn things in oil. I just like the one thing I haven't had too much luck with, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I should just do it. I should just try. Yeah, sudden desire to learn how to make donuts. Me too, GC. Happy New Year from Brisbane. Ooh, 휘얏호. 항상 잘 보고 있어요. 감사합니다. Oh, Ricardo Kim, how do you feel comparing summer hot Christmas in Brisbane to cold winter Christmas in Seoul? Interestingly, so because I grew up in Australia, and like Ricardo said, it's always a hot summer Christmas, I don't feel Christmassy at this time of the year. I know I should because it's like cold and snow and all of that, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just don't feel Christmassy. But weirdly, then in the middle of summer in Korea, I'll suddenly get like all Christmassy, and it's like June, because it's in Australia, you know, we go swimming and you know, there's always lots of salads and lots of just hot. So yeah, I kind of miss the summer Christmas. I always like being just like very lazy, but winter Christmas definitely has its charms as well because it's, you know, still quite new to me. But this year it was so cold in Korea. It was like -15 on Christmas Day, so we did not leave the house because it's too much. I do want an ugly Christmas sweater though, because I don't have one because you don't wear them in Australia. It's too hot. So I've always kind of wanted one and I just don't have one yet. Maybe next year. Dunkin' Donuts used to be fresh handmade in each store. Oh, well, did they? Because yeah, the ones here in Korea, I don't know where they're made, but they're very much not fresh, I don't think. I think it's Dunkin'. There's 2 big brands here. 우리 최근에 어떤 도넛 먹었어? 그거 던킨이었나?
던킨 도넛
Yeah, yeah, it was Dunkin' that we had recently in there. I think they must be made in a sort of factory somewhere. I'm not sure. Oh, if you filter out the bits from the oil, you can reuse it a couple of times. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just try and make donuts. That could just be because I don't know when Queensland's gonna let me in. So it could be still a while till I can eat my Donut King donuts. Oh, it wasn't too hot this year. It was really nice. Oh, that's good. Yeah, Christmas in July vibes. It is. I remember we did Christmas in July once when I was a kid. We went up to the mountains. So we had like a cold Christmas and I was like, wow, this is so interesting. But yeah, a hot Christmas blows my mind. It's so hard to wrap my head around that. Yeah, I can understand how that is because for most of the world, it's like, it's just hot, you know, like that's not Christmas and it's just cold for for most of the world. And so when I talk to like my European friends and stuff about it, they're like, "Was it a hot Christmas? Like swimming?" And I'm like, "It's the best." Like having a nap, a summer nap after eating Christmas lunch is just so good, in the heat. Yeah, -15 is a lot. Yeah, so cold. All my Nirvana. Honestly, both sides of my family insist on roast dinners and barbecue lunches. Yeah, I think a cold Christmas would make eating hot foods much more enjoyable. Yeah, the oven in summer, makes it really hot. We always would do, like, a lot of barbecues as well just 'cause it's outside. But I did realize I loved having the oven on, this winter because it made the house so warm. I was like, "This is great." Like, in the summertime, I feel bad, for whoever's gotta be in the kitchen, which is usually also me. Um, we got to -4 here, and now we're back at 14. Oh, that warmed up a lot. 14 I'm quite okay with now. In Australia, 14 is very cold for me, but in Korea, I'm like, 14's great. I'm back down to, like, 2 layers. Lovely. Kiki Tube, Christmas sweater could be your 2022 knitting project. Your scarves look great. Oh, thank you. Actually, this is my next knitting project. It's in front of me here. Hang on, where are we? This is my knitting project that I'm doing now. This is my crochet. It's gonna be a hat, like a bucket hat, but I've only done this much so far. This is gonna be for Tiny. This is sort of a beret now at the moment, but we're getting there. But it's very cute it's gonna be a really cute little bucket hat, but I'm still making it. So that's what this is. That's my little crochet hook. This is my new favorite thing to do, these days, to be honest. Like, it's so calming. And I like the fact I get something out of it. Such a pretty color. Yeah, this one Tiny picked, it's like an olive color. It looks a little bit like an army hat at the moment, like 군대 모자 같이.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kinda like a bit like one of those, helmets at the moment, but I'm hoping the shape comes together. We will find out, or I will have to pull it out, one or two. Where are we? I'm trying to catch up. 14 is very bad in December for us. Oh, wait, what part of the world are you in, if you don't mind me asking? Is it normally quite cold there? Kate M's. Hello from Australia. It's literally, yeah, 21,000 cases now, in New South Wales alone? Or in the whole of Australia? In New South Wales, oh my goodness. New South Wales, Australia was doing so well, and then it's like New South Wales got rid of all the restrictions after having, like, the toughest restrictions in the world, and then now the cases are just exploding, and I'm like, "Can it stop? Because I need to go back to Australia," and I'm like, are people wearing masks a lot in Australia? Because I heard Brisbane's pretty good with masks, but then I've heard mixed things about, like, Sydney, that Sydney, like, people are kinda, like, not really wearing masks. Um, yeah, Brisbane numbers, I heard that they just hit, like, 1,000, so that's a bit of a worry. The new p yeah, it's so weird to watch, it, like, happening from outside of Australia, like, just seeing what the states are doing and stuff, and I'm just like and Sydney's like 80% wear them, okay, that's not too bad. And I heard Melbourne's doing good with it. It was gone for, like, a week, man, that exploded. I wonder if things were like and also over Christmas as well, I heard, like, people are all meeting, whereas here it's, like, only allowed to meet up in groups of 4, which is, puts a big limit on things. Oh, I'm in the Netherlands in Europe. Normally, it should be freezing here in December. It's but warmed up a lot the past decade or so. Yeah, that's a worry. And even here, actually, we had quite a warm December, which, is great in the sense that it's like, yeah, it's not cold, but then you think of global warming and you realize that no, that's not good at all. It used to be like a lot colder. I don't know what January will be like, but besides this past week, it's actually been very mild here in December, surprisingly. If you look at the hospital numbers, they're still pretty low, so that's why ScoMo and CPRMers aren't worried. Well, that's good. So it kinda means that, the vaccines are working and people are catching it, but they're not catching it seriously, which is, I suppose, kind of, that's all, there's not much that we can hope for, really. Queensland's now with 3,000. Oh, wow. That's getting up there. Masks inside of the crowded area. Where from Australia are you? Oh, so originally I'm from Queensland, but now I'm here in Seoul. I wanna go back to Queensland to visit my family, but I can't get in. The Netherlands has a harsher lockdown than any Aussie state at the moment. Oh, really? Currently? Because, I don't know what the Netherlands is like at the moment, actually, I haven't been caught up to that, but most Australian states are pretty relaxed. But Australians weren't even allowed to leave Australia for, like, a good, year and a half or something? Unless you got, like, specific permission, which some people couldn't get. So, that's fun. Where are we going? Yeah, I'll take the freezing cold any day over global warming. Yeah, exactly. It's, can always get a coat. Oh, the poor test people wearing plastic suits in the heat in Adelaide. Oh, that would be awful. Just sweating. Wow. So I'm just reading all of these. Yeah, it's 고마워. 괜찮아? Yeah, just listening to like, David P. How's life in Seoul? Yeah, good. It's just there we go. We're gonna get another light on. Let there be light. Ah, thank you. 고마워. We have light back. Do you guys like it? The number how's life in Seoul? Yeah, Seoul life. 어땠냐고.
너무 잘 지내고 있지?
그치? Yeah, we're doing well. We're just living our life. Oh, Lee Krista, Sara 안녕. 안녕하세요. Yeah, we're just living our life here in Seoul. We're pretty lucky to do YouTube, so we can just do what we want to an extent. So yeah, and it's just, can't meet too many people at once, and it's too cold to do too much, but yeah, we're enjoying it. When you go to Busan Daegu area, is it okay with 사투리? 부산 갈 때 뭐 사투리 괜찮냐? I struggle with 사투리 a little bit, like with dialect in Korea, because well, it depends who's talking. Yeah, some people I'm fine with. I think it's down to the individual as to how strong maybe their dialect is and how much slang they use. My Nirvana forever. I saw somewhere on Twitter that apparently the government is all, you should just expect to catch COVID nowadays, and they've just sat down on it. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, that basically now that most people have been vaccinated. It's kind of just like, all right, well, everyone's going to catch it, so let's just move on with that. That's what I feel like it is, whether you like it or not. That sounds like what the government is kind of saying. And so yeah, I don't know how I feel about any of that, to be honest. Because it's just like, I don't know. Wait, where did I go? Oh, they're stuck and they got COVID. Yeah, I've heard someone I know in Sydney got it as well. And I know a few people in Seoul who have had it as well. So yeah, it's pretty depressing in the sense that it's just like, it sounds like it's I just heard from so many people that they're just saying, everyone's just going to catch it at some point. 건강한 모습 너무 반가워요.
Okay.
감사합니다. Yeah, we're all just expecting to get COVID, but I just want to go to uni. Spent all of the first year online. Oh, that must be so hard. I can't imagine doing all of those courses online. I think like that I would have struggled at uni because there's 50. Hello, there's so many people here. Hello, everybody. Yeah, for anyone who's in uni, in school, studying for the past year and a half, like you have my respect, you have my heart, because that would be super difficult. I'm so glad that I'm not studying, because I just think that would be, I laugh because I just like, it's like, when you feel so one way, your body goes the other way in the reaction. And that's just how I feel about it. Cause just trying to concentrate with that. And then also, missing out on seeing people in person. Some people might enjoy that, but I think I would have struggled with it. Yeah, I'd rather not catch it, but with cases going up, there's more chances of someone in my household catching it, which brings it back to me. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, no, most people don't want to catch it, but it's like the more it goes around, the more, even if, you're being careful, people that you live with might get it, or even if you just get really unlucky, I think if it's getting that much around, it's going to be really hard. Your partner's immunocompromised. So I'm getting the booster shot soon, which feels weird. Yeah, and that's the thing is also because they're kind of being like, okay, well, we'll just have to catch it. But you're like, well, there's people who are immunocompromised. So that's, what do you expect them to do then in that case? So it's a little bit very worrying in that sort of sense that this is kind of where it's come to. It's just, I think that's just how we all feel just watching the news. But onto non-corona things. David P, do you have requests for Aussie snacks, food, condiments? Maybe we, the fans of Peach, can send parcels to you. Oh, thank you so much. That means the world to me, but it's so expensive to send parcels at the moment. So please save your money, because just you saying that makes me so happy. It makes me really happy. But at the moment from Australia, everything is like EMS only, which is like means sending packages is like $50, $100, and it's just, it's too expensive. Someone I know, though, is coming to Korea soon. So they said I could put in a little shopping list with them and they would bring me anything I needed, which was really nice. So thank you so much, David. That makes me so happy that you even thought of that. It makes me happy. Tinies, hello, 53 people. Where are you from? From Slovenia, Australia, Canberra.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, 2022 is the year of the tiger, says Ricardo. Oh, I didn't know that tigers are my favorite animal. I'm not year of the tiger. 내년 사자.
사자.
호랑이.
오.
호랑이 내년.
Oh, wow.
Year of the tiger. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, I can't get anything from Korea at the moment since shipping is $70 minimum from Melbourne. It's ridiculous. My mum sent me a package earlier this year and I was like, no, you don't have to, Mum, because it's just so expensive. And I sent my friend a package from here and I was just like, oh my goodness, it is ridiculous how expensive it is. And I think part of that's because there's just no planes going to Australia, so that's why it's so expensive. And I couldn't send any food or anything to Australia either. That wasn't allowed. Oh, hi I'm from Ireland. Please come to Ireland someday. Oh, I would love to. Ireland sounds like it's just like, it looks beautiful to begin with. And I've never been to Europe or anywhere on that side of the world. So I would definitely love to go once it's easier to travel.
오, 벌써 이렇게 됐어.
오, I didn't expect so many people to come into the channel today. Hello, thank you. Because I didn't get to upload nearly as much on this channel as I would like to. So thank you everybody for joining. Chicago Island. Where am I reading? Do you have any New Year's Eve traditions?
와,
Not-
스위스랜드.
Not really. We were talking before. Sometimes my mum would always buy the non-alcoholic apple cider in Australia. It's called apple teaser. She'd always buy that, and we'd watch the fireworks on TV. Or she would always buy like extra yummy food. It would be like the Christmas, the New Year's treat. That's what my mum would always do. Wow, everyone's from Switzerland, Netherlands, England. Hello, Taryn. How are the New Year's fireworks shows in South Korea from G Kim? There's not really any New Year's fireworks shows in Korea, or at least none this year that we know of. I think a lot of them got cancelled. UK tour out of lockdown sounds good. I'd love to tour the UK. It just looks so lovely. Maybe buy some tea.
Wow, Scotland.
OP, do you have any plans or hopes for 2022? No. I stopped making plans once Corona hit because any plans I had just got smashed. So I haven't started making plans until I guess I'm just waiting. 그치, 내년 계획이 있냐고. 근데 안 만들지.
그치.
그치.
계획대로 되지 않아.
맞아. Yeah. Tiny's like, it doesn't go to plan, so we're not making any plans. What about you guys? Are you making any plans? I don't know what to plan for. I can't really. Just have a good time. Elizabeth, g'day. Happy New Year. Thank you. Happy New Year, Elizabeth. How are you breaking the New Year tonight? Maybe be asleep for it. I'm not sure. Or just go, yay. Probably that's about as much as I think I will get. Hi from country Victoria, so hot. Hi, Anne. Denmark, pouring rain. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We are officially not allowed fireworks this year, so people have been lighting them all week. Oh, like get in early before. Korean Englishman's videos about Scottish pies looked so good. I haven't seen that one. I do like pies though. I can't believe meat pies aren't a thing in America. Yeah, because in America, it's whenever I hear the word pie, I think meat pie, but it's normally like a pumpkin pie, like a sweet pie. So sometimes I'll see a pie shop in Korea and I'm like, oh, meat pies. And then most of the time it is like American pies, which I would think of as more of a tart, like a pumpkin tart. Oh, I plan on going to the SNU Korean language school. Oh, Anastasia, that should be really fun. I haven't been to SNU, but I did go to a language school at Yonsei and I learned a lot. So it was very good. Crystal, hello. Hello from New York. My plan at the moment is to go back to sleep, but I saw you alive and I want to say hello. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for saying hello. Must be very early in the morning there, I'm guessing, in New York. No plans. Yep, no plans. Making plans isn't worth it at the moment. You only get disappointed. I'm going to read more books next year. That is a good plan, though. That is an achievable plan, and I like that. Yeah, that's honestly where I'm at. No plans or it's disappointment, just doable things. Ricardo, I lived in Sydney for 5 years. So sorry, Sarah, I can't support Queensland in footy. I thought New South Wales a bulldog. I mean, I don't really watch football, so I just yay to whoever. They all did so well. I plan on learning to drive whenever the numbers are down for good. I've waited this long to do it, so waiting more won't hurt. Apparently now I can do the learner's test online. Oh, that's good. Yeah, and it gets to the point where like I've waited for so long, I'll just wait a bit longer when, comes to certain things. Are you cooking anything nice tonight? We had Korean barbecue at home. We made pork, so that was really yummy. So we already ate. Pot pies in the US, that's probably as close as we get to meat pies. I wonder if there's a difference between a meat pie and a pot pie. I was supposed to go to Yonsei for study abroad, but my program was cancelled because of COVID. You must have been heartbroken. Are you able to go later? I have a paint by numbers that I bought myself for Christmas for 2021, so that's my goal. I love that. Paint by numbers is super calming, though. That's like me with my crochet. This is my calming thing. Looks cute though. For me, it's only to pick up my language studies again. I miss it. I like that. I like doable goals. That's what we're all about this year, is doable goals, things that we can achieve, you know. I'm learning to crochet. Yay! Me too, me too. What are you crocheting first? This will be a hat. I showed people before, but this is going to be a hat. A little olive hat. Fingers crossed it turns out all right, because I'm not sure. You will see. My friend crochets dishcloths. They work so well. I've seen these really cute little dishcloths here in Korea, and they look like little fried eggs. Maybe I should try making one of those, because that looks fun. Where am I? Yes, small goals are good. They're achievable. Yes. My friend tried to teach me crochet, but apparently I have no patience or talent. Maybe I should try again. Yeah, it's like, I feel like you need a lot of patience for crochet in the beginning, because I'm not very good at it yet, but I watch YouTube tutorials and I just follow them. But there's so many times I've stuffed up and I've had to pull out so much, and it's so annoying knowing that you've done this thing for like an hour and you have to like take it all out. But when it's done, it's great because it's something that like fits you exactly, which I love. So yeah, I think I like that. I've recently been getting into wool clothing. Yeah, and it feels a lot nicer on. I like things that are made with wool and with cotton. That's actually not a resolution, but more of a goal that I've had the last couple of years, because I like to wear my clothes for a long time and I don't like to buy a lot of different clothes. So I decided a few years ago I will only want to get clothes that are made with like very good like material, whether it's, you know, wool or linen or cotton, something that feels good on. And something that's of a decent quality that I can keep wearing it. Because I don't really buy a lot of clothes, so I would rather buy something that's quite good quality so I can wear it for a very long time. So that's kind of where I am with clothing, because yeah, I really don't buy a lot of clothes. And now I hear capsule wardrobes are a thing, so maybe I was ahead of the time just because I don't like shopping for clothes. I think Tom Daly likes crochet. Does he crochet, or is it knitting, or is it both? Because I've seen that as well. I think that's really nice. I used to crochet penguins. Oh, that's so cute. I'm making a beanie. It's like a bucket hat I'm making. It's going to be like that when it's finished. It kind of looks like a beanie at the moment, though. Oh, your mum knitted you a scarf as a Christmas present. That's so lovely. Oh, I also wanted to try and make one item of clothing next year, maybe a pair of shorts or something. Yes, I love making clothes because then they fit exactly. And it's something that only you have. I put aside some of my clothes that I was thinking of throwing out, but I decided I'm going to like revamp them. So some of them that are kind of like a bit frumpy, like maybe I will like crop them at the waist, or I have this one dress that's like a little short, but I thought if I cut it in the middle and I make it a skirt and a top, that could work. So that's kind of going to be my side project for just when I have little bits of time, is to maybe redo my clothes a little bit. I thought that could be fun. Oh, Anne says, my daughter crocheted an Anne of Green Gables for me for Christmas. I nearly cried when I opened the present. Oh, that's so lovely. That must have been quite difficult too. I agree about this. Having less but better quality is good. I also try to have the least amount as possible, because having too many things around me is overwhelming. Yes, I agree so much. There's a lot of things on minimalism these days that I see, and I didn't really realize, like, I'm not necessarily a minimalist, but I try to live more minimally. Aspire, I don't know, because I feel like I feel better when I have less like clutter and things around me, and particularly living in a small soul house. I don't want to have all this like stuff on top of me. So I don't want to have too many clothes. I don't want to have all this stuff that I'm not using. And so, yeah, I would rather rather than like 5 very badly made, not very well fitting clothes, I would rather have one piece of like very well fitting clothes. That sometimes, you know, not necessarily expensive, just something that really suits me. So even if it takes me a longer time to find it, you know, I would rather do that. And And because when I like something, I really like it. Like I will wear the same outfit the whole summer if I like it. I won't change. You will probably notice that in my Instagram photos, you see like the same clothes repeated all the time because I don't have that many and I like the ones I have. Oh, I rediscovered Spotlight and I found out they have an online store. Could be in trouble. Oh, I used to love Spotlight as a kid. Like all the rolls of fabric. I think that's great. Brian, have you seen the guy who thinks koalas aren't real, so they're just holograms? What? No. I've held a koala though, and it was very real. Will you make a video on it? Oh, a video on like my clothes or on crochet food and crochet channel? I was thinking of making a video of sharing all the things I've crocheted this year that's soon to be over and putting like links in as things that are like easy for beginners to make and kind of rating them to be like how easy, because I only started this year and I've made about 5 things, so 4 or 5. And so I thought for people who might be in a similar position, it could be a good place to find like cute but maybe easy to make like beginner projects. I thought of making that kind of thing. Or yeah, or whether you want to see like a video on my clothes, like how I pick, because I'm not very good at fashion. I will be the first to admit that. But I do think I'm quite good at wearing the same clothes. It's sustainable now. It's not being called lazy. I used to feel bad because everyone would be so fashionable and wearing different stuff all the time. And I was like, oh, do I need to get more? And then later on, I'm like, actually, it's a good thing that I do this because, you know, I don't think we should be aiming to buy stuff and wear it, you know, for one season and then throw it out, because that's very, very bad for the environment. And, you know, it's not sustainable. So that's my thoughts. MP Bay Food and Crochet channel. I think I would love for this channel to turn into that. I think I might be kind of like weaving my way there slowly. I still have some clothes from when I was in college. Yeah, same. As long as I fit them, they are staying on. CG, I try to declutter my room a lot, but real minimalism is hard when you don't have a lot of money. Yes. You kind of have to keep things around that you can still use. And that's the thing, is that's why I don't say like I'm a minimalist, because I feel like a lot of minimalism depends what type of minimalism you're talking about, because I feel like a lot of people, especially like sustainability, I feel like a lot of people have been doing that very well for many years and centuries. And then now there's so many plastics, but when you look at other cultures that do stuff sustainably, they've been doing it for years. Like when you look at Filipino food that's served on banana leaves and stuff, that's already sustainable. You're not using plastic and paper plates and all of this. And it's like, you know, so many other countries have been doing it so well for so many years. So I feel like we should look to that. But then when there's this kind of like modern minimalism coming out, which is a big part of the YouTube section, a lot of it does revolve on having a lot of money to buy very expensive pieces instead of, you know, when you buy like because sometimes if you've only got like a certain amount of money, you have to buy something that's cheaper, but then you have to replace it quicker. But that's just what you have to do. So it ends up being more expensive in the long run, but it's this whole circle. And so, yeah, sometimes the minimalism thing is a bit elitist in that sort of sense. So yeah, definitely that's a whole other video. That's a whole other rant, which I won't get into. Hang on, I'm missing all the comments here. You always look very fashionable. Oh, thank you. Thank you, blah blue. I like your name.
코그도 알아.
어디 왔어?
그래서 방금.
어디야? Kogu. Kogu, Happy New Year, Sarah. Thank you. Happy New Year, Songu. That's Kogu from the Kogu channel there. I think that's Sangu using their account. We met his account got hacked. They have a couple channel, and their account got hacked, and we helped them get their account back. So everyone say hi to Kogu. 50 minutes till 2022. Wait, where are you? I've still got maybe 3 hours. I will listen to that rant, do the video. Honestly, sometimes I think of turning this channel into like a mini rant channel, because there's so many things that kind of like frustrate on me but I don't think I'm that eloquent, and I don't know if I could voice my opinion in a way that's actually valuable to anyone. So then I don't make that. Oh my goodness, William Park, I still read your book, 먹는 Soul, with your signature card. Oh, you are one of the people who bought the book. Thank you so much. I brought out a photo book years ago called 먹는 Soul that my friend and I, we took all these beautiful photos of some of our favorite places. And oh, I'm so happy that you got one of those. William. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me happy. Thank you, William. But yes, sorry, going back to the comments. Sustainability is definitely more important than being minimal, I think, if I was to choose between the two. Yeah, I think so, because sometimes when you look at minimalism, it's like, just throw it all away. And then I've seen a lot of people where they're like, I'm going to be minimalist, and then they throw all their clothes away and buy a whole new wardrobe. Or they throw all their Tupperware away and they buy all new glass jars. And I'm like, it's minimalist, but it's not sustainable, because, yes, you have less now, but you've also created a whole bunch of waste, and you could have used what you already had. And I don't know, it's complicated. There's a whole, you're definitely eloquent enough. Thank you. Yeah, I'll put the link here so we can see the book. Sorry, we only did a short print run on that, because I wasn't sure if anyone would want the book. So we only printed a small amount of them, just as a little something. But maybe I'll link the video later where you can kind of see a little preview of it. I have a copy of it back in Australia, but I don't have one here. Sustainability is more interesting. Minimalism is just a lack of imagination. I think there's so much sustainability, though, to look for in other cultures, to be honest. I think there's so much when you look at traditional ways of storing food, of doing, of making clothes, of doing all this, and so much of that has been lost throughout the years, that I think, a lot of us have a lot to learn from other, particularly non-white cultures. But again, that's a whole other video for a whole nother time. Yeah, they throw it all away and then have to replace it, so it's much better to replace things gradually over time. Yeah, and I think it's good to kind of use up what you have first. The Marie Kondo, yeah, videos make my teeth itch, but it sounds good to do if it's not all being thrown out. Yeah, I like the concept of Marie Kondo, and I think Marie Kondo is also used probably for people who are very on the other end of the scale, where it's people have a lot of stuff and they do need to condense. I like the concept of, if something isn't useful or it doesn't make you happy, then getting rid of it. Because I think, yeah, if it doesn't have a use or you don't like it, then it probably shouldn't be in your house. But I think when minimalism is taken to the extreme, that's probably when it's a problem. Do another book, the only answer. When is your friend Blair coming back to Korea? I hope I could see me on YouTube filming together. I'll have to ask Blair. I'll have to ask him to be in some more videos, because he's always fun to film with. Yeah, like a gradual Marie Kondo where you don't replace the unnecessary things. Yes, I think so. Yeah, because I don't like clutter at all, but in a very small house, it is hard to afford, and a lot of minimalistic places tend to be very big, so it's easier. But yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know if I could be a minimalist, but I think definitely being aware of what you buy is very important, because I think there is so much just stuff people just buy these days, and me included, that then afterwards you're "Oh, probably didn't need that." I like sashiko, Japanese visible mending. I've seen, I don't know what it's called, but in Japan, when ceramics get broken, I've seen it been repaired with gold. It's called kin something, because kin is gold in Japanese, I think. And I thought that is the most thing, because if you've broken some beautiful pottery, then you repair it with gold. The cracks are then filled with this beautiful gold. And so the thing you've broken has actually become even more beautiful after it's been broken. And I love, yes, kintsugi, visibly mending crockery with metals. That's what it was. I have seen tutorials of that online. And so kintsugi, yes. that's what I've always had in my mind, that, like, if something that I really like breaks, that's something that I would try and look up on how to do, because I think a lot of people these days can't do with metal, so you do it with, like, some kind of food safe glue and, like, a gold paint, I guess, because I don't know any of us that have, like, gold forges in our backyards, if we have backyards. But, yeah, I think it's really lovely because, and also because I love pottery. I really love handmade pottery, and I have not a lot of plates, but the ones I do are kinda, like, handmade, and they're all really beautiful, and if they broke, I would hate to throw them out because I think they're so lovely, so if they could be fixed, then I think that's what I would wanna do. Blah, blah, a minimalist wardrobe doesn't always work if you live in distinct seasons and you need 3 layers of clothes in winter not to freeze it, and that's true as well, like, a minimalist wardrobe, how's that gonna work when you need, like, a padding, like, the Korean padding? They call them bondegi coat, like the big sleeping bag coat, like, I need that, I've got, like, my big and then you gotta put all these, like, sweaters underneath and heat tech and stuff, so my winter wardrobe, I had none of that in Australia because I just didn't need it. What's heat tech? I don't need that, like, I just need a hoodie. Um, but yeah, I definitely had to buy more clothes coming to Korea, and shoes. I needed more, like, winter boots that I didn't need in Australia. But I put that away in the summertime. I'm a sporadic buyer. Most of the stuff I buy tends to be digital things like ebooks, games. Yeah, that works. But sometimes I get these wild moments where I say, I'm like, "Oh, I need that." Yeah, and I think everyone kinda gets like that as well. It depends what you like, um, what you feel like, everyone's got like a little thing. Bondegi coat. Never heard that before. I don't know if I just call them bondegi coat. Bondegi is like silkworm pupa, so when you put these big paddings on in Korea, they're very fluffy. Oh, not fluffy, like squishy because it's padding in them. And you look like a big like silkworm pupa because they're just like these ribbed coats. Ah, yes, Aussie winters are just humid rain. Yes, that is exactly what they are. 100%. We need to invent personal force fields for climate control. Only answer, I'm with that. I'm okay with that. Oh, random question. Have you ever gone skiing in Korea? Where are the best places to go if you go? If you know, I love skiing. So if I ever came to Korea during the winter, I'd do that. I have been skiing in Korea a few times and I really enjoyed it. I always went to 양평, I think? 한국에 스키 타면 어디 가지?
양평 가나?
양평 가나? 나 양평 간 것 같은데.
맞아, 야. 음.
Yeah, I think I went to Yangpyeong, which was really good. I wanted to go last year, but then Corona, and so this year it's kind of the same. I don't think we'll be going. But in Gangwon-do area is really nice. Ji Kim, Christmas holiday cards in Australia, snowy or summer? Both. You still get the reindeer Christmas cards with like the snowflakes and stuff. But then you also get like Santa surfing on the beach. Oh, yeah, that Korean 7-Eleven, that's how I found you, cool video. Oh, thank you, NP Bay. That was the one where Tiny and I, the polar bear video, that, 7-Eleven was so cool. I really liked that one. Bondegi could sound perfect. Oh, Kate M, I really enjoyed your live collaboration with Sissel, two of my favorite Korea-based YouTubers. Oh, thank you so much. That was a great live. That was, there was cameramen and everything for that one. It was very high production quality. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really liked that one. I'd like to do more like that actually. Do they have ski chalets in Korea like in Europe? Yes, I think so. I've never been to the ones in Europe, but they do have like hotels on the ski fields, I think if that's what you mean. Gangwon-do is where people ski. I believe it's where the Pyeongchang Olympics were held. Yes, that's true. I've been to the Pyeongchang as well for skiing, which I really liked. Both were really good. And I can't bring myself to get rid of my books, so I have a lot of them. I think books are really hard to throw out too, and like you don't have to. Like if they make you happy to look at them, don't get you don't have to get rid of them. They're quite nice as like decor as well. Oh, if you ever go skiing again, defo make a video. Yes, I would love to. I think that would be very fun. Favorite TV shows of 2020? 오, 제일 좋아하는 TV 방송
음.
2020 오징어 게임?
아, 예, 맞아. 2020에 작년에
Oh,
올해
2020.
말고.
Wait, not this year, last year
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
shows.
음.
Did I watch Witcher last year? No, that was like the year before. Because we just watched The Witcher now.
C 봤나 우리 C?
Oh yeah, we watched C. If that was on Apple TV, that one was really good. I liked that. I quite like sci-fi and fantasy TV shows or Korean dramas or sci-fi Korean dramas. But yeah, we're watching Yeonmo at the moment. We're watching The King's Affection at the moment, the Korean drama. That one's really fun too. I like that one. Toss a coin to your Witcher. I love The Witcher so much. I love the Netflix show. I think they did such a good job with the costumes, with the dialogue, the settings, the script, like the actors, everything. I could go on about The Witcher for a whole video. Henry Cavill as The Witcher is just my favorite, like the best like casting decision ever made, and the costumers did so well. I really love good medieval costumes, which is why I really liked Outlander. I loved the first season where they had all like Scottish kilts and everything, and like the corsets. I am a sucker for anything like medieval costumes, just all of that. Give it to me. Have you watched Spider-Man No Way Home? Yes. I will not say any spoilers though, in case people haven't watched it, or let me know if you have or you haven't watched it. Oh, The Witcher is so good. If you ever get the chance, I highly recommend the books and the games. Ooh, because I was wondering if I should read the books, because I don't want to start the game, just because when I get into games, I get really into them and I just do nothing else but that game, and I lose all productivity and everything else, and because I have no self-restraint. So I on purpose haven't bought any game consoles, because I know that I will just be on there all day. But the books, I feel like that's good, because like book reading is a little bit harder for me, so I wouldn't like go overboard on it. I would think I would be quite okay with it. Where are we? Lock and Key in Ozark is really good. Ooh, I haven't seen it. Oh, Kingsman movie was fun too. I haven't seen that one either. The only thing I've seen at the cinemas was literally Spider-Man No Way Home, because we were too scared to go to like the cinemas for most things, but we were like, ooh, I really wanted to see Spider-Man before the spoilers came out, because I really love Spider-Man. Ooh, fair enough about the games, but the books start with a similar plot to Witcher season 1, but season 2 diverges a bit from memory. Ooh, okay. I love old style costumes. When you and Tiny Tip get married, you should wear historical style wedding dress, neo-medieval Regency, Victorian, or Korean traditional. Yeah, I mean, like, it depends, I suppose, hey? Ricardo, I still struggle between the difference between a long black coffee in Australia and Americano has got, because I'm not expecting. I get the coffee lingo in Australia and Korea is very different. Like in Australia, if you asked for an iced coffee, what you get is so in Korea, if you ask for an iced coffee, what you get is like an iced like Americano, like just coffee, water, ice, and that's what it is. So it's not sweet at all. There's no milk. There's no nothing. It's just like an iced Americano, basically. But in Australia, if you ask for an iced coffee, what you get is like a coffee with milk in it and like a scoop of ice cream in it as well. That's what it is. So I hear a lot of Koreans when they go to Australia, they ask for an iced coffee, thinking that they're going to get this non-sweet, no milk, just like black iced coffee, and then they end up with like this ice cream milk coffee, and they're just like, what? Like a frappuccino. Not quite like a frappuccino, because a frappuccino is like ice cream's like mixed in, right? It's literally just like coffee, milk, and then the ice cream like is like a scoop of ice cream in it. So they started making these in Australia now. No, they started making these in Korea now, but they call them summer lattes, I've seen. Stella, K-drama, The Red Sleeve, The King's Affection. Oh, 우리 지금 연모 보고 있어요.
음.
지금 1편 남았어요. 연모 너무 좋아요. 연모가 좋았어요. Anyone else watching 연모? Watching the Kings? We've got one episode left, so no spoilers, please. I'm so excited. I love 연모.
그치.
It's almost like an iced latte or a cappuccino with ice cream. Yeah, kind of like that, like a root beer float. Kind of, but not soft drink. I mean, it's very tasty. It's very sweet. Ah, Australian iced coffee sounds like the German is the cafe. Sounds like pretty similar, doesn't it? Yeah, there's some really good places that do it in Korea, and most of them were baristas that were in Australia, but they don't call it an iced coffee. They'll call it like a summer latte or something. 그 연모에 나왔던 그 메인 남자 배우 있잖아. 그 아이돌. 그 오늘 상 받았대. 누구? 어떤 거? 그거 때문에. I think the guy who plays the scribe just won an award for the King's Affection. I didn't know is there an award show on tonight? He did well though. I'd never seen him before, so we Googled him, and then we're like, he was in SF9, an idol group, and I was like, wow, he's a really good actor. They did really well, and I didn't. I'm very bad with knowing Korean actors and knowing actors in general. So I thought he was new, and I was like, oh no, he's actually been doing the idol thing for a while.
이것도 재밌대.
The red sleeve.
옷 꼬매 불끈 꼬. 우리도 안 봤어 아직.
Another recommendation from Stella is the red sleeve. I'll have to check this one because I haven't seen that one.
사람들 다 인생 드라마 이렇게.
그래? 넷플릭스에 있나?
MBC네.
Because we don't own a TV, so we watch everything through Netflix. I share Netflix with a friend in return for her Disney. That's how you got to do it, because it's too expensive to have all of these like what do you call it, subscriptions, because there's so many now. It's like Netflix, Disney, Hulu. I can't get Hulu here anyway, but like Amazon, Apple, too much. I think so. 인기 대상 or something. Must be, yeah. I mean, I can understand that though, because it was very good, and I loved all the hanboks in that one as well. Have you seen Extraordinary You? Ron was in that one too. No, I haven't. This is the first thing I've seen him in. So maybe I'll have to check that one out too. Hi from Melbourne. Hello. That's what friends are for. My sis and I leech off our bros Netflix. Isn't that what brothers are for? So you can use their Netflix.
방금 상 받았대 연모.
잘 됐네. 신인상. There we go. Got the new. 지금 어떤 거인가? 배우 전시인가?
그런가 봐. 안 받아. 아까 혜인이 형 답장 왔어.
나왔어?
지금 나왔나 봐. 6분 전에.
I was thinking, sorry, speaking of subscriptions, I was thinking of getting rid of Spotify because I'm always at home. There we go. He's in a suit. So we're looking up pictures of Rowan now at the awards, getting his awards. They always get their makeup and hair done so well at these awards. I want to get someone to do my hair too. Everyone's the leeching of someone's Netflix is the only thing we all have. We have couple Spotify. Yes, because I was like, because in the past, like when I was always on like public transport, like catching the train and stuff or the subway, I would always get he was trending on Twitter for it. 트위터에서 트렌딩하고 있었대. But yeah, I was always using Spotify when I was like taking public transport and everything like that. But now I'm always at home or we bike ride. I don't really use Spotify that much. So I was thinking of canceling that subscription after like all these years and then doing YouTube Premium, because that includes YouTube Music, but then it's also YouTube no ads too. So you get like all the little benefits and it's the same price. So that was my thoughts. But I don't know. I've been using Spotify for so long. I don't want to cancel it, but also I don't use it that much now, and so it's not like it's still like $15 a month or $12 a month.
야, 스텔라님 너무 착해. 이렇게.
아, 스텔라가 웨이브. 아, 웨이브랑 계약 엔딩. 넷플릭스?
다 끝나면 넷플릭스에 올라가는데 만약에 사라 보고 싶다고 하면 아이디 빌려준대.
아, 진짜요? 아, 스텔라 감사합니다. 아, 끝났다가 넷플릭스에 올려주시네.
그럴 수도 있대.
아, 그럴 수도 있어. 우리 웨이브도 없네요.
그치.
Because the Wave is a Korean online streaming thing too. So then there's the online streaming ones here in Korea too. Hi from Australia. Hello, Darren.
다들 몇 시인지 물어봐야겠다. Where are you from? Time?
Or what time is it where you're from? Tiny도 영어 연습. Tiny is practicing his English too.
Where are you from? 맞나 이거다?
야, 1시간 넘게 했네. 거의 1시간 반. 꼭 끝내야겠다.
그러네.
Need to wrap it up soon too, so you guys can all rest or celebrate. 30 minutes to the new year for Lucinda. Oh, Sydney's 2 hours ahead. Sydney가 2시간 앞으로 있네. I forget about daylight savings in Sydney. It's 11:30 p.m. there. Because we've still got two and a half hours here. Sorry, my brain broke for a second. I don't function after 9 p.m. and it's 9:30 here, guys. So we are 7:30 a.m. in Boston. You got a whole day left of this year. 1:30 p.m. in Germany. 12:30 p.m. in the UK. Wow, 6:30 a.m. in Mexico. Pomelo, you're doing so well waking up this early. 2022년에도 모두 화이팅! 아자아자! Thank you, Ricardo.
Sydney.
10:30 p.m. in Brisbane. Are you staying up till 12? I don't know. Not intentionally. I might go to sleep earlier, but it depends on maybe if we watch Yonmo or something. New Zealand is already in the new year. New Zealand에 1시 반이야. 아침 새벽. New Zealand, you're already in 2022. What's it like, Kirkwords?
Future.
What's the future like, everyone? New Zealand's already in 2022. Is it a good year? Please give us some good words from the future.
Future people.
Spending my New Year's just chilling. Honestly, that sounds good, especially when there's burnout. And it's like, you just got to relax. That we were like, should we do something? But it is no, was the answer.
Eleanor도 왔다. Hello.
Eleanor, hello. Glad you could join us, Eleanor. Ouch.
Oh.
Smashed my finger. Love in the Southern Hemisphere groupies. I feel like there's a lot of us in the Southern Hemisphere in this chat at the moment. We might get out of board game exciting times. Oh, I love board games. I bought a puzzle mat, all right? So I will hear no judgment on that because I love puzzles. So I bought I say puzzle mat, it's just a giant piece of felt that I'm going to use as a puzzle mat because I don't have like a table to do a puzzle on because we always edit at this table. So I need to be able to roll it up. But anyway, that's my excitement.
가지 마요 이랬어.
안 돼, 가지 마요.
사라 간다 했어?
그거 가야 될 것 같다고 해서. 왜냐면 다들 할인이 있지 않을까요? 계속 하고 싶지만. Everyone in Asia, Oceania region versus everyone that's still far away from New Year's. Yeah, we're all waiting. Spending New Year's here alone because the guy I'm seeing went back to uni already. Oh no, Lucy, I'm so sorry. It makes it so hard to travel as well at the moment too. 두 분 카운트다운 같이
하실 건가요?
그럴 것 같죠? 내가 먼저 자면 어떡해?
네,
내가 먼저 잘 수도 있어요.
저희가 엄청 빨리 자는 성격이라서
맞아요.
그 전에 잘 수도 있어요.
맞아. Tiny and I have been sleeping earlier these days because it gets dark so quickly. We've been trying to get up earlier and sleep earlier. So we may be asleep for New Year's. We don't know. I feel like the Sydney fireworks shows from the city have gotten a bit boring. As I haven't seen it the last 2 years because I've been here. So I'd be curious. Maybe it's like smaller so people don't gather as much. I'll be here for as long as you are, and then I'll probably go back to watching the rest of the videos I have in the QR might play game. Thank you, Nirvana.
옆에 나올 것 같죠?
Oh, 나와. Tiny's
옆에
coming out.
있었는데.
Tiny's come to say hi. Tiny's come to say hello for everyone.
Hello.
Waiting for the Sydney fireworks to come on while I watch this. 25 minutes. We're streaming. Oh, Eleanor, I'm doing the same thing. As soon as it's dark, I'm inching towards bed. Yes. 그 Eleanor 어두워질 때도 침대로 간대. Because it gets so dark here at like 7.
Us too.
At like 8. Well, I can't speak. 5 before 5:30. It's dark now. So, oh, look at that glowing skin. His glowing skin. This glowing skincare routine.
Made by Sara.
I put him onto the skincare routine. He's on the Crave Beauty. Crave Beauty.
Made by Sara.
Oh, the river fire took away the F111 dump and burn. Yeah, the F111 dump and burn was so good. I always loved watching that. So a little bit sad that they took that one away. I loved watching them practice fly as well. I want to go to bed as well, but my Russian family loves to celebrate the New Year. Oh, that's so hard when you're like tired but everyone's still partying and you're like, please, no, let me. Moscow gets dark at 3:30 p.m. No. Oh, what time does the sun come up? It must be very late too. Kate says your guys' workout project progress on Insta is so fun to interact with. 우리 운동하는 게 인스타에 올리는 게 너무 보기 좋대.
Oh, yeah.
너무 재밌대 이렇게.
Yeah, we always every day. Today 365 days
맞아.
workout.
So we've been working out every day this year, even if it's just like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, just something. So yeah, Tiny uploads that every day on his story. So he'll upload that every day on his story. And then, yeah, it's just because, we basically started doing it just to kind of feel healthier because we weren't feeling physically very good last year. And just even if it's just a short amount of time, it's made such a difference this year. And I mean, it all adds up. We feel a lot better now. So yeah, we might make a video on it. 우리 영상 찍을 수도 있지. 언젠가. Yeah, we might make a video on it at some point just because, I think a lot of people kind of wonder about how to do it. And we did it very slowly. Like we didn't make a lot of big changes at once.
Yeah.
We've made like a lot of little changes this year.
No yo-yo.
No yo-yos.
요요한테 줄 틈 없어.
Yeah, we're not about the yo-yo effect. And so I think, making little achievable goals has been kind of what we did this year. Oh, congrats on 360 of worked out. Thank you, Eleanor.
Thank you, Eleanor.
Kate says that's so impressive and it's quite motivating. I think as well because it's like something that, we're just, I'm particularly me, I'm not like a sporty person, but I kind of woke up one day and I went, hey, just because I'm not like that sporty person doesn't mean I still can't, exercise or do some sports and have fun. Because I genuinely always liked doing sports, but I was just so bad at them in high school that I stopped. And it took me years to realize that, just because I'm bad at it doesn't mean I can't not do it. Like, I feel like you get conditioned to only do the things that you're good at and then you just stop doing everything else. But yeah, I decided, no, I'm going to do it anyway if I'm bad. And the funny thing about that is you get better by doing it. And so I've gotten better.
스텔라님 아쉽다고.
어떤 거 아쉬워요?
이제 곧 끝날 것 같은 느낌이라서 아쉽대.
슬프지 마세요, 스텔라.
맞아, 스텔라님.
저희도
스텔라님이 자주 해달래 라이브.
좋아, 자주 할게요.
자주
live.
할게요.
If you guys like these lives, I'll do a lot more of them because I really like chatting like this. Where are we?
라이브도 해주세요.
인스타 라이브도 많이 할게요. Psh, Darren, is it too late to be called out here, Sarah? No. Does that count? Where are we? Time for weightlifting competitor 호주 여자. weightlifting 호주 여자.
호주 여자?
이런 게 해봐야겠네.
근데 사라가 진짜 잘한다. 바이크도 엄청 잘 타고 이제 바이스클.
Oh, we do a lot of bike riding as well these days because they have the great bikes here in Seoul that you can just rent out and they're super cheap.
Yeah.
I exercise 4 to 5 days per week. Come spring, I exercise 5 to 6 days, but your muscles do need a rest day. Yes, exercising is so good not only for your body but mental health, and that's so true. And yeah, so we do stretching as well because obviously if you worked out non-stop, it just, you know, you'd probably injure yourself. But yeah, it's been so good for our mental health and physically. Both of us feel a lot better, a lot stronger. We like the chatting too. Yay! That makes me happy.
Okay.
PSSA was something I dreaded in primary school, and it was more because of what you said now. Yeah, only the sporty kids would be chosen, which was such a letdown, but it's great to see you being healthy. Yeah, and that's exactly how I felt. Like, it was literally like people be like, don't throw the ball to Sarah, she's only going to drop it or she's only going to miss it. Like, and that made me so sad because I was like, I genuinely liked playing like soccer and kicking balls around, but I was terrible at it. It's so bad. So I understand them not kicking it to me, but you know, I wish there was more of a focus on doing exercise for health and fitness and mental well-being rather than just winning, because then those of us who couldn't win or didn't win just stopped. And then you lose out on all those other great benefits. And so it took me to be a full-grown adult to realize that, I don't have to compete if I don't want to. I can just do it because I'm not competitive. I don't care. I'm fine. I just like, you know, I don't have a competitive bone in my body when it comes to sports. I'm too lazy for that, I think. 어떤 거요? 저 데스노트?
그래서 사라 라이브 하는 거 지키면 괜찮을 건데 만약 라이브 안 지키면 데스노트 썼어, 알지?
제가 조심해야겠어요. 라이브 진짜 해야겠어요. 많이 할게요. 데스노트에 안 나오게. 이름 줄 수 있죠? I'm enjoying so much. Thank you, Bruna. You do good lives. I always find them warm and relaxing. You seem like very calm people. Oh, thank you, Serene. Very serene, like your name. Yeah, I like a calm live. I like one where you can just sort of chat or talk, or maybe sometimes we can do cooking together. I quite like that. They can be a little bit more chaotic, but yeah. I don't mind doing things I'm bad at because it just means there will be time. Where'd it go? Something just happened and I lost the comments. Because it would be a good story to tell afterwards. Yes, that is the one thing that I realized growing up, is that like sometimes the worse things go, the funnier the story is. So I really like that.
야, 스텔라님도 그 미국 쌤이랑 번호 교환도 했대.
응?
그때 우리 다이아 TV 그 했을 때 미국 쌤 있다 했잖아. 번호 교환했대. 미국 선생님이랑.
했어요?
왜냐면 우리한테 국제 커플 장단점도 물어보고 궁금해하셨었잖아. 그 다이아 TV 했었을 때 스텔라님 오셔가지고 저도 호감 있는 그 미국 분 계신다 했는데 번호 교환했대.
그래요? 와우. 미국 쌤. 나 미국 쌤 누구?
아메리칸 티처.
누구였어요?
누군지 말 안 해줬어. 그냥 그런 분 있는데 서로 뭔가.
나는 만나는 줄 알았어요. 내가
아니야. 스텔라님이 아시는 분.
내가 헷갈려졌어요. Good. I'm watching the Sydney fireworks, and it's just 13-year-olds spoiling Spider-Man No Way Home. I loved Spider-Man No Way Home though. That was just my favorite photo of the year. Film.
닥터래, 의사.
I have to go, but Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Lucy. We should go too. Please keep your comments off. Also, don't go on TikTok. Yeah, if you're on TikTok, Marvel will get spoiled straight away. There's just no Twitter, no TikTok if you don't want spoilers. But no, anyway, this is we've been going for an hour and a half. That's gone so quickly, everyone.
많은 분들 좋아요도 눌렀어.
Thank you for pressing like, everybody.
Yeah.
스텔라 영어 잘 못해서 슬퍼.
No.
나중에도 그 한국어 채널도 하고
맞아요.
한국어도 많이 할게요.
스텔라님, me too. I'm English beginner, but continue speaking English time.
맞아.
Serene.
Serene. Pounds.
Thank you.
Serene, thank you so much.
Happy New Year.
You're amazing. I love the dancing bean.
한국에서는 이거 받으면 이거 절 해야 되거든.
절
알지?
해야 돼.
새해 복 많이
많이
받으세요.
We have to in Korea you
Yeah,
bow
Korea
when you
culture.
get New Year's money.
새해 복 많이
받으세요.
받으세요. 아 근데 한 번만 해야 된다.
한 번만.
두 번 하면 그거야.
누구 죽는 사람?
맞아.
네네. I take it back. 2 times is when someone has passed away. So
Yeah,
I only
yeah,
did it once. Tiny is an English speaking champion.
Yeah.
Enjoy a
thank
drink or
you.
two on me from Serene. 우리 그 스린 돈으로 그 한 잔 더 해도 된대. 그래서 감사합니다.
어떤 한 잔?
그냥 a drink.
Thank you. More drink 우리 많이 할 거야? 건강하게 healthy drink.
He's like, we're gonna get some healthy drinks
Healthy.
with that. Thank you.
짠.
Have some tea.
Tea. I'm tiny cup.
Or are you just big? Tiny cup or big person?
Yeah, I'm but big person.
I apologize for the lack of envelope. No, thank you. It's an internet envelope. 그 봉지 못 줘서 미안한데.
No, thank you.
Thank you. You got schooled. I got told. So sweet. Wait, where are we? 15 minutes till New Year, Kate.
Ooh.
Bubble tea. Bubble
Future
tea is the
people.
best. We have jasmine tea.
Yeah.
This is tea I bought from Australia, actually. We put the tea
Jasmine.
leaves straight in there because they're so big they sink to the bottom.
So good.
They're like the little ones that are like little balls like this, and they.
Sara tea lover. 저기 뭐라 하지? 뒤에 엄청 많아.
Yeah, this cart behind me, that's all tea. This whole thing is just different types of tea.
이거.
This is the one we're drinking.
And also
This is Osalic. 다 꺼낼 거야?
이거 너무 좋지. 이거
This
사라
is
좋아.
these are my favorite teas. Sorry, this has turned into a tea time show. 빛 때문에 잘 안 나오네. I can't show you because of the light, but this is Osalic's. This is their Sejak tea, which is one of my favorites for green tea. This is a place for anyone in Brisbane. This is called the Silver Spoon, and they have all these different types of tea. And I got their jasmine, and it's so good. Serene, you are my type. Milk oolong is my favorite, and I don't have any at the moment because I haven't found it here in Korea. Milk oolong 좋아한대, Serene.
Yeah, us too.
We had a really good one in Australia, and I bought it in Sydney actually, and I haven't been able to get a new one since. But then Earl Grey, I love the TWG, the little Earl Grey one
Best
here.
Earl Grey tea
My favorite
brand.
Earl Grey.
Yeah, TWI. 이거 메모로 뭐라 하지? 메모.
He's like, everyone take a note. The TWI French Earl Grey.
Tea.
I have a tea card too. Serene, we are one and the same. I think I was like, is it too much? But they're all different teas, and it's all for different moods. So that's milk oolong is amazing. You need to go on a tea shop tour. Awesome video I would watch. 우리 나중에 tea shop tour 영상 찍어야겠다.
Good.
There's a site in the UK called Leaves of the World. It's very dangerous. I would love to go there. I love tea shops. This place in Brisbane has a really cute little cafe that has like about probably 50 to 100 different types of teas, and they have a lot of ones that I really like, but it's a small shop and it's on the coast, so it's hard to get to. I'm going to love you and leave you, Claudia. Says Claudia, thank you so much. Happy New Year, Tiny and Sarah. I hope 2022 is kind to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a happy New Year, Claudia. Thank you for stopping by. I also have a kettle with different temperature settings. I nearly got one, but all the temperature setting ones that I could find at a decent price in Korea was so tiny. So I got a bigger one, but I can't set the temperature. So next kettle, I will get a temperature set one. 그 온도 확인할 수 있다.
Yeah.
Blablu, can you have too many different kinds of tea? No is the answer I have decided on because I drink them all, and I love them so much. Ooh, I find myself going for fruit-infused teas. I'm dairy-free and haven't gotten fully on board with the nut milks yet. And nut milk and tea can sometimes kind of be like a little bit, doesn't quite match. I like to drink my tea, most of them without milk. But I do like a milk tea. But most of the time I like just hot water, no sweet, nothing, just plain.
Wow.
I have one of those kettles too. I need to get one some point.
Even hey Sara and Tiny, Happy New Year.
Thank you, Noah. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Noah. Happy New Year too.
Couch Potatoes, I need to go now. Nice to see you guys. Thank you, Couch Potato Adventures. Serene says oat milk is better in tea. Yes. Blair, my friend Blair also started drinking oat milk, and he said it goes well too. So I think has a bit of sweetness if not having it black. Yes, I think oat milk, that's a good suggestion because almond milk can be like a little bit thin for tea. I like it normally, but just not necessarily in tea.
Oh, Kate and bye bye guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I do really like those almond milk Ben and Jerry's though. Ooh, I haven't tried them before. I like almond milk with cereal. I don't like cereal with normal milk anymore because I had so much almond milk. But I definitely like oat milk the best, but it's expensive. Oh, Yoshi에 딱 급시다. Oh, Stella. 좋은 idea. Stella said, let's finish it up at exactly 10. Let's do that because we're nearing 2 hours. I was going to finish and then we started talking about tea.
10 minutes when 시드니는 New Year 쓰겠다 그럼.
Oh, okay. We'll finish in exactly 10 p.m. here, which is exactly midnight Sydney time. 2시간 딱 맞추고.
그럼 20분.
Then another 20분.
Yeah.
Let's finish at exactly 10 p.m. The Sydney time. Oh my god, exactly New Year's for me. Just for you, Lucinda. Buja ice creams are all vegan. Do you have those?
그쵸?
Buja ice cream 들어봤어?
오, 처음
vegan ice cream인데. Buja?
나 처음 들어봤네.
My first time seeing them. There's in Brisbane, there are these really good vegan ice creams, like on sticks. They were the best ice creams I've ever had, and they only sold them at the markets. Ooh.
오, 이건가?
맞아. 한국에 파나?
오, 아닌 것 같아.
I don't think we found their Instagram, but I don't think they sell them.
오,
in
되게
Korea.
팬시해 보여.
They look very fancy, Tiny says.
Wow.
They do. Oh, I want ice cream now. Ice cream 먹고 싶어.
우리 있네?
Oh, I just looked up the TWG, very pricey. Yes, I bought this one on sale because it's very expensive, but it does last a long time. But it's definitely, I've been wanting TWG tea for like this tea for a good 4 years, I think. So I finally was like, no, I'm going to buy it this year because I haven't got anywhere.
Oh, sorry, UK person. 그치, 이거 United Kingdom, UK에 있는 것 같아. 여기 써 있어. England. No.
UK person. Yeah, there we go, from the UK. Another place to go to when we can eventually visit the UK. My friend's in the UK at the moment, but he's from England, so I think it's a bit easier to go there. Not in Sydney here, but Melbourne. They have like 3 ingredients. Ooh, gotta respect a tea sale. I do love. There's a cool place at Yeonidong here in Seoul that makes chocolates. They make them by hand, but I don't know if they're vegan or not. I haven't asked. But yeah, there's more. 요새 한국에서 초콜릿 가게 좀 생기는.
맞아. Yeah.
There's a few like little chocolatiers appearing
handmade.
in Korea now. Yeah, handmade. Because before Korea only had the Ghana chocolate. 원래 Ghana chocolate밖에 없었잖아.
Yeah.
Or if you want ice cream in the UK, you should go to Fortnum Mason Ice Cream Bar. But Fortnum & Mason is the tea brand, right? Do they have? Because I have Fortnum & Mason tea here too. Is it the same people? Do they have tea ice cream, or is it a different Fortnum & Mason? I can't wait to go to Korea next year, hopefully. Yeah, well, it's not too. Yes, but they have a big shop in London. Oh, I would love to go. It could be possible. Mr. Reviews.
Korea culture.
감사합니다.
새해 복 많이 받으세요.
한 번만 해야 되지.
맞죠?
We're only bowing once because 2 is the wrong event.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. 2 Reviews. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy.
Tiny's typing out. I need to have a sip of my tea. I'm all choked up. New Year's this year feels odd. It does. They wish that everything gets better in 2022 and that travel restrictions ease down and that quarantine rules do too. You're supposed to visit Korea and Japan in 2020. Yeah. We're all just like, come on, 2022, like bring us closer to our families. Let us travel even like a little bit. I had a near heart attack. I didn't notice the money, so it wasn't a dollar sign. Oh yeah, it's Korean won. It's still a lot though. That's still a lot of money. But yeah, not American dollars or anything. That would be too much. Wait, where I've lost my place. But But yeah, no, if we could all travel a little bit more easier. I understand why there's so many travel restrictions, but it's definitely frustrating, especially when you want to see family or friends. So yeah, we'll see. Planning a Japan Korea trip for November 2022. Hopefully it'll go ahead. Got our fingers crossed for you, Lucinda, because Koreans can now get into Sydney. So fingers crossed they will then do the same for Australians going into Korea as like a reciprocal thing. I think all of our shops are being sold. Is this the, oh, that was a comment before. Hang on, I lost it. I want to go kayaking in Sweden.
Yeah,
Ooh.
그치, 우리도 스웨덴 가고 싶지.
맞아. Yeah, we want to go to Sweden too. We want to go to a lot of
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
I want to find a nice big old library. There's the big library at COEX here. The COEX library is very, very big and pretty.
맞아.
In this shopping center.
X.
Oh, Stella.
스텔라님.
감사합니다. 아니에요.
맞아요. 많이 못 사서 미안해요. 진짜 늘 위로되고 힐링돼요. 사랑합니다. 내년엔 꼭 만날 수 있기를.
감사합니다, 스텔라님. 내년도
작은 거 없습니다. 항상 이런 사랑, 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
스텔라 감사합니다. 작지도 않고
스텔라님.
저희도 감사합니다. 저희도 내년 뭐 다이아 TV 페스티벌 실제로 할 수 있으면
맞아.
이런 거 있으면 진짜 실제로 만날 수 있으면 너무 좋을 것 같아요.
맞아. 지금 내가 그때 오프라인 팬미팅 있으면 스텔라님 있나 일단 내가 찾아볼 거야.
저희 스텔라가 찾고 있을 거예요.
스텔라님 어디 계세요? 이렇게 제일
이렇게
먼저.
나는 스텔라야 이렇게 사인
맞아요.
들고 와야 돼요.
여기 네임택 스텔라.
You guys want to go everywhere and do everything. We really do. We had a lot of plans back when we could plan. We had a lot of plans to travel a lot last year, and that all got scrapped. So now it's just all places we want to go and things we want to do. Sweden and Norway are awesome in the summer. I highly recommend. I went there in 2018. Oh, that would be so lovely. Norway looks so beautiful. Because the WA border is closed, I couldn't visit my family, and I'm alone for New Year's. Why? Oh, that must be so tough, Darren. My friend is in Sydney and she's in a similar position. Her family's all in Perth. Can't meet them. And I went to Perth. We went to Perth last year in January, like right before everything closed. We went for her wedding there, and we thought we were so lucky to be able to go in and out of Perth before all of the lockdowns, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to go. But yeah, being in the same country and not being able to see your family must be just so frustrating. I just can't, frustrating enough from me being from being in Korea, but then being in the same country, it's like, come on, like, why are they still holding out? I don't know. Yeah. Jay Pennington, Happy New Year. I'm living in the UK, but from Brisbane. Oh, and I haven't seen my family since Feb 2019. 2021 will be better, and I can visit home. Love to see Korea next year too. Oh, stay strong, Jake. We got lucky that we went. We were there in Feb 2020. So I can't imagine how much you must miss your family, and being in the UK is even further than Korea.
Sydney 2 minutes.
2 minutes till Sydney's.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. My Mr. 2 reviews. My US passport expires next year. Hoping the renewal process goes off without a hitch. Yeah, especially like if you're out of the country or in a different country, they can be really difficult to do that. Got our fingers crossed for you, because it's so much stress.
2분.
Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes left, guys. I'm gonna go before the fireworks start. So 새해 복 많이 받으세요 in advance.
새해 복 많이 받으세요.
새해 복 많이 받으세요. Happy New Year, Lucinda.
다들 오랜만에 이렇게 라이브 재밌었어요. Such a good
1 minute
nice
till
time.
Sydney now. I haven't seen family and friends since January 2020. I can't believe it's been nearly 2 years for most of us, or more for others. The video with the bakery in Jeju made me really want to visit Korea. Amazing for using and baked goods. Perfect. Yes, I really want to go back there. Serene. I just that was my favorite bakery. And Jeju's so beautiful. It feels like you're going overseas without leaving Korea. It was so. Oh, Jenny! Oh, Jenny, thank you. The high five.
Jenny. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Look at your avatar.
High five.
The face paint. High five. Wait, look. Did you draw that,
Oh.
Jenny? Because that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at like the little avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, happy New Year to Sydney as well. Happy,
Happy
New Year. Happy New Year.
Sydney. Happy
Eastern
New
Standard
Year.
Time. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Woo.
Happy New Year, future people.
Everyone in the future.
Future people.
What's 2022 like from Sydney? Happy New Year. Bye bye, Stella.
야, 내년엔 더
Bye-bye.
많이 봐요, 스텔라님도.
Stella, thank
진짜
you.
내년에 꼭 많이 봐요. 우리 라이브
you.
많이 할게요, 진짜.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we'll do our best to do lots more lives in the new year. Look forward to lots more videos on this channel. It's strange how half of us are still in 2021. We still are. We've got 2 hours left. Halloween makeup from 2 years ago. Oh, it looks amazing, Jenny. 그 2년 전 할로윈 메이크업이었대. Oh, that looks amazing.
Wow,
Still have to wait 8 hours and I'm already tired.
야, 다들 좋았다면 라이크도 눌러주시고.
Thank you, Ty says, if you like it, press like.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. It was such a fun 2 hours, and have a wonderful, wonderful New Year. Thanks, Tiny and Sarah, for all the great videos. Happy New Year. Thank you, Thank you for keeping me company for a lonely New Year's Eve. Thank you for keeping us company, Darren. Thank you, everyone, for keeping us company, because we can't really meet anyone in Seoul because of the rules. So I was happy that we all got to have a party with all of us, a little pajama party.
Pajama party.
Good to.
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping us company too. And Tiny's amazing dancing skills. Just for you guys.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, and look forward to lots of videos on this channel. I got some fun ones coming out on the Korean channel. So lots of videos in the New Year's. Don't stress yourselves out. Take some time to relax. And may we all see more of our families and friends in this new year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
새해 복 많이 받으세요. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Some kisses. Bye bye.